Today, I bought the Mandalorian's Naboo Starfighter. Hello everyone, it is I, Republic Studs, here to take a look at the LEGO Star Wars June 2022 Mandalorian N1 Starfighter with 412 pieces retailing for $60 in the United States, coming with 4 minifigures. And is quite interesting. Now, in today's video, I may or may not be tearing this set to shreds. So with that said, I'm gonna just go to hit that subscribe button if you love LEGO Star Wars. And if you want to buy this set, I have an Amazon affiliate link down below. If this is something you want to buy, because rumor has it, this set is going to have a price hike by September, so you're going to want to buy this one soon. Do it now. I'll have a link down there. With that said, we're going to get right on into it. We'll have chapters all down below. Let's go. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Mandalorian's N1 Starfighter, obviously themed around the Book of Boba Fett show, which was where it first did appear. We have Boba and Fennec down there, and then obviously in the figures included, we have all of them there. It is taking place, obviously, over the sandy dunes of Tatooine, with that dark green line for the Book of Boba Fett. And on the back, however, we do have a picture of the Starfighter. However, it ironically is not in Pelly's little workshop. This is in the hangar for A New Hope, which is hysterical, because I went to go look for pictures of the hangar myself when trying to do like a thumbnail once, and there are none of Pelly's shop. There are no good shots. So that's kind of funny that LEGO also ran into that problem, and I just kind of wanted to point that out and how it kind of sticks out with the more blurry background. And then, of course, on the side, we have my favorite thing with the side box art, but they didn't really do a good job with this one. It looks very cut off, as you can tell. As for unboxing this sucker, I do not like using push tabs. I do not believe in push tabs. And then once you pop it open, it is very simple to do. And then you just kind of dump out all the pieces, and you have LEGO's new dumb instruction manuals. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the worst instruction manual I've officially ever done a review of. Looking at it, they use concept art, like they use the 3D modeling. They don't even have official pictures. This is because LEGO has decided they want to have a consistent instruction throughout all of them, and to help the environment, which I don't know how this helped the environment. It just makes my LEGO set look kind of bad. And then you also do get all the basics. You get right into the build. You have Mando down there. He is the little center guy. Honestly, it should have been Baby Yoda, but that's my hot take. And ironically, they have stopped putting advertisements at the back other than a page right before. They, again, like to limit things. But here are all your Book of Boba Fett sets, which is very cool. And then finally, you do have the wing guy with the robot. With that said, we're going to get in a hyperlapse. If you want to skip, I will have time cards down below. If not, then stay tuned, because we're going to do a full hyperlapse. So our first minifigure we have up is one that is not necessarily new in most aspects. It is the Mandalorian minifigure. Now he first off does come with his first ever dark saber. This is not a new design. We did get obviously this on Moff Gideon. They did not do a new mold, unfortunately. We obviously get the beautiful wrap around printing. He even has back printing and a jetpack, which is very cool. And of course, the big thing with our new Mandalorian character here is his face print. He finally, of course, does have one. However, they don't give him hair, which is dumb. But if you want to find one, it's pretty easy. You just get a pretty simple hair. And, you know, it basically does a justice. You, of course, have his Mando helmet. And overall, a pretty solid looking minifigure. Next up, we have the child, or Grogu, or Baby Yoda, whatever you would like to call him. He is, of course, adorable, not exclusive to the set, nothing special in particular about him, just an adorable little build. Next up, we have Amy Sedaris' Pelimoto. Now, I'll be 100% honest, I am not the biggest fan of this minifigure. They did the hair completely wrong. This looks nothing like Amy Sedaris' hair in the show. She does come with a giant wrench that is bigger than her torso. She also comes with a belt, a decent face print. I think they did the face print pretty good. And then you turn her around, and she also does have a little bit of a happier face print. They did a good job with that. The printing is all good. It's just, honestly, the hair mold that throws me completely off. It looks nothing like her character. And if you didn't tell me that was her, I'd quite frankly be a little confused. It doesn't look like her. She should have had like a little bit of a perm of a hairstyle of some sort. And finally, we have the most hype minifigure of this set. This is our BD Droid. He is nothing crazy special. He is an exclusive mold, which is great, and our first BD Droid, which is also great. Also, he does have a stud on the back. So if for whatever reason you want to, say, have Baby Yoda ride him, I guess you could do that. Or you could have someone step on him or something. I really don't know what you'd do with that. But overall, he's a very adorable little guy. He's blue, and we also are getting a red one later this year. Now, with that said, let's take a look at the set. Also, we are displaying this sometimes on an iDisplay stand, so thank you to them for providing that. So starting off, here is your initial look right off the bat. And you will notice a lot of color variations. Now, this is a very wide set. I mean, here is a minifigure for scale. And with that being said, it is also quite fragile. And I'll hit on that a little bit later. I just want to clarify that right out of the gate. Let's get into some of the details. Here is one of the first engines. On the top, we do get a little stickered piece right here that is different from the other side. You do get just loads of little greebling. Nothing crazy. You get fins and weird roller pieces. You move back, you do get the little engine area, and then you move around to the other side, and you get effectively the same thing, and you are missing that one tile, making for an interesting build. And again, relatively fragile. You have these lightsaber pieces at the back, and those come off super easily. Like, this is, again, not the most play-friendly set. You move to the front, and you have this weird change in color to a dark gray. Now, usually, with this type of a thing, it usually stays consistent with one color. What they should have done for the set, and man, this is going to be, I know it's a thought, and I shouldn't be saying it, but they've done silver parts in sets before that are around this price range. I will point you to the Infinity Gauntlet, for example. Anyway, with that said, you do get some of the little missile proton torpedo things there. You also do get this guy. This is a sticker. This is supposed to be the little top engine, which is a sticker, which is first off disappointing. But then you do press this down, and usually a flick fire missile will shoot out. Now, the reason that there is no flick fire missile in there is because this thing short circuits so easy. It hits at the lightest touch. For instance, I will try to just readjust it, and it just fired. So I want to readjust it so it stays all the way up top, because it looks weird when it's like this, even if you have a flick fire in there. And it shoots it off. It is hypersensitive, and it almost feels like the build was rushed, because they did not think about that nearly at all. Another critique while we're at it. There is this piece here that is not even colored properly. It is like land speeder color. I don't know why. As I was lifting the setup to move it around, the back engine fell off, which has been a pretty common occurrence. I just want to point it out as it's happened. Now, I will admit, the actual cockpit interior looks nice. I am not a fan of the way they did the coloring here. It feels off, but it is cool. You do, of course, get a sticker. We do get a look at a sticker there. That is the control panel, as well as a little feet area to squeeze Mando in. Now, you can put Mando in just fine, except for the fact that you literally have to take off his jetpack, and there is nowhere to put it. Same situation with his Darksaber. There is nowhere to clip it onto. And what I usually like to do is, if they have something like this, I'll just put it in their cockpit, but they can't even put it in their lap. Like, you can't even do anything with it. You could try to do that. It's a little greedy in the way it does it, and it doesn't look good. But so yeah, there's another complaint while I'm at it. And then over here, obviously, we do have a little area where we are going to be putting Baby Yoda. And there's no one else you could fit in here. Baby Yoda is the only one you could fit. He looks adorable in there. That is just great. I love that scene. If rumor proves to be true, R5-D4 will actually be replacing this spot. Yet again, making another flaw of this set, because now you cannot put droids here, which, like, what? And then back here, this thin black line, it doesn't feel accurate. It doesn't feel right, if I'm being 100% honest. And I'm just honestly not a fan of it, and it gets rubbery towards the end. Okay. And then you do get the bottom engine, which does fall off very frequently. All you have to do is lean the shit back slightly, and look at that. It's off. I don't even know what the designers were thinking. And look, I just fired off the freaking blaster thing again. Now, you guys probably already know what I think of this LEGO Star Wars set, and I'm going to go a step further. I would say this is one of the worst builds I have seen in a long time. If not the worst build I've seen probably since, like, the Vulture droids of LEGO Star Wars. And man, where to start? First thing, it's lacking at least a minifigure. You have 2 micro characters, and you have 2 minifigures in the form of Mando and Peli. You should have had something in here. You could have had a pit droid. That would have been perfectly acceptable. And quite frankly, I'm shocked they didn't do it. At a $60 price, they could have squeezed someone else in here. Again, R5-D4 would have been fantastic. He is in Peli's garage and likely will be the future pilot of the particular set. And quite frankly, I don't know why they didn't feel like including it. Look how much more full the set feels with literally a pit droid. With that being said, the build, utter trash. It looks terrible. I'd go as far as saying that. I do not think it looks anywhere like the color scheming of the set. This is like the color scheming they would do back in 1999 for LEGO Star Wars. None of it is accurate. Granted, I do know it is a silver ship. I will cut them slack where I can. You can use these pieces. You do not need to use special silver pieces. These exist. Sure, that requires some new molds. Molds probably here, and you could do 1 or 2. You can sprinkle it around, but be consistent. Don't use 4 different shades of gray, especially when you throw in this right here. You're throwing around way too many colors. It makes the set feel very uncoordinated. And I know they could rush this set, and they did not have full high-definition pictures when designing it, because we got pictures of it effectively a week after it was actually first ever revealed in the show. So we know that they were rushing it to a degree, and I just don't like that. This is the first time I have genuinely said this, and I've never really thought to say it before, because I really didn't think anything of it. This is like a genuine cash grab out of LEGO. This came out a week after. We got pre-orders up a week after it showed up in the Book of Boba Fett. And I get it. They're in a profit-seeking company. That is fine. But this build was cheap. It was put together at least in a very, very small window of time. They did not properly playtest and then go back and revise some of the features. This thing fires off, like, literally with no effort. There's no backing motion to make sure you can readjust the actual thing. And it leans, like, slightly, so you don't want it to look garbage. And as for other stuff, you don't have actual room to put a droid if you wanted to, which, again, is likely going to be the case. Now, I will give them the benefit of the doubt on that. Baby Yoda's thing, that's very cute. I will fully give them that. And then you go to, like, stuff like the engine. Like, I should not be able to do this, and then a thing falls off 9 times out of 10. Like, I've actually had to structure it in there. But if you actually have any grip on the bricks, like you should, then it just kind of very loosely fits on and is very not good. I'm really not a fan of how they handled that. The only redeeming quality of this set is this little BD-1, and that will be completely irrelevant once the actual BD-1 buildable character comes out. But the thing that stinks even more is for the foreseeable future, this is going to be the Mandalorian's main flagship, and we are going to have to stick with a crappy Lego design one. And the Razor Crest was great. The Razor Crest looked great. I have it up on that shelf right there. This does not look great. This is not good. It's almost oversized in my opinion. It's a mess every way from Sunday. So yeah, I'd say it's fair to say this is one of, if not the worst Lego Star Wars sets. And if I had to guess, this was just a rushed production. Anywhere from straight to the instruction manuals, where you had basically 3D model renders of the set as the instruction model design, to the figures where you have a relatively lazy Peli. You have a BD-1 droid, which was already in development for another set, and you have 2 other characters. They couldn't even do a new Dark Zipper mold. They did do a Mando face print, which is great, and BD droid is also great. But overall, this set just feels like it had a very troubled production. It started because they really just wanted to push something out. They wanted to get Mando's new flagship out as soon as possible. And it sucks that this set, I don't like it so much. I really wanted to like it. I had to gone to the set with an open mind, honestly. I was a little turned off by the color choices. I had no idea about the builds. I never watched any reviews on it. I did not know what was going to be going on with it. I did not like this set at all. But if you want to buy it, I will still be leaving a link down below. It is rumored to have a price hike coming. A lot of new LEGO Star Wars sets are, and I'll keep you guys updated with that in a full video. But yeah, I didn't like this set at all. And yeah, so with that said, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Please remember to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one. Remember to peace out and stay awesome.